So.
No, okay.
Nah.
It looks like the SVT encoder is my issue. When I changed to... Sorry, when I changed to libav1, it works way better. Like it's actually throwing out the stuff that should be. And I might be able to change my encoding to be higher quality as well. This is positive, I guess.
I'm not getting a feed from you yet, but
Really? Oh, it'll be under a different screen. You have to go to the
well, I click live and it. Oh.
live again.
Oh, there it is.
Every time I start, it creates a new file.
Ooh, it's pretty. I got it now.
That seems to be working.
Stats for nerds.
Nerd. Sorry. What? Instructions unclear. Yell out nerd. Okay, let's see what happens if I actually move around now.
Man, look at that connection speed.
Wow.
Damn, yo.
Seems to be working. CPU doesn't seem to care. See what happens when I go into quantum or something. This has potential.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
No, you need is Warframe. Then you'll know if it's good.
Dearest computer, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. Kind regards, me.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personnel.
Your vehicle has been
Your
delivered
camera
to
footage is cleaner looking than your Twitch one.
Yeah, that's not a very hard bar to set. It doesn't like high motion, small area. Also, I haven't got the background going here, so it's a bit easier.
I'm at 86,000 kbps. Right
Oh.
now, 87,000.
Really? Because I'm throwing 14,000 at it.
Well, it says my connection speed's 87.826.
End of 4.
Buffer health of 18 seconds and live latency of 21 seconds.
Interesting. Looks like it's connected fine. Not seeing any errors here. So, I can certainly tell you that CPU encoding this, if I change to 60 frames, is going to be emotionally scarring.
Yeah. I'm trying to see your CPU usage. I see GPU on your list and temp.
Oh, it's not listed there. Sorry.
Oh.
I can fix that. Metrics. CPU utilization. I don't really need my CPU voltage. Temps okay to have.
Oh yeah, you got the CPU there.
It's being utilized.
Not too terrible actually at 80. When it's pegged at 99 is when you're like,
Well, the other problem is it doesn't really show you the full story, right? Because if
Yeah.
you look at CPU usage on an actual graph instead, it's a vastly different story. If users is like, yes, please, I will take all of your CPU cores. Hey, thanks.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
You are clear to launch.
Takeoff complete.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that 20-second delay.
There is a way I can change it, but this is like normal.
This is, yeah, it says live mode is manifest list optimized for normal latency.
Yeah, you can reduce it to fast latency, or if I'm running at
Thank you.
full HD, I can do very fast latency, but it does not support it for Oh wow, they really did improve the visuals on the F8, so on the Pisces
Yeah,
by a lot.
I'm about 20 seconds behind, but you'll get my reaction then.
Yep, that sounds about right.
There it is. I see it. Oh, that does look a lot nicer.
Ah,
I still think they should have shock.
shock
especially if you
diamonds.
boost. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it. I do as well.
Supposedly it brings down the resource requirements too from the thrusters. They were talking about how they optimized them.
No, that's good. They've definitely made a lot of changes to performance this patch. Like, I'm substantially faster.
And it's not bad at all at 44 frames, especially with you streaming on the same PC as I understand it. You're doing this off one, right?
This is two PCs.
Oh, this is
My
two?
streaming
Okay.
PC is doing a software encode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually sending it fine. It's just not as good as the quality could be, but for a proof of concept, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see when you let the thrust down a little bit, I can kind of see the pixelation.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I'm sure if you shake your head around a bunch, we might get it on the...
Space dust. Only the finest of dusts.
Doing alright.
This is running on one of the most the fastest encoder settings, so it's not as high as the quality can go. It's actually fairly low. But here's a scene that my computer just loves to render: quantum travel. It's still going okay. We might be able to bump it up a setting. Because this always goes well when I change these things while I'm live.
You just bumped to 120 frames. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
When you went to third person.
Flawless. Absolutely flawless. 150 frames. First person? Call it 60. But in code, there's absolutely no qualms. Neat.
Yeah. I want to look at something between this monitor and this monitor. Can you go back to? I know it's good.
Hmm.
So it is doing HDR.
On the stream?
Yeah.
No, the stream can't be doing
No,
HDR.
it's doing it. No, it's doing an emulated HDR.
That makes more sense.
With how Chrome works on 11,
Okay.
it emulates it. So I'm like, this is much more bright, pops more. And then I move it to my not so great monitor. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, I'm just as shocked as everyone else that this is actually working.
Wonder what the load is on your machine if you do what Astro does, where he streams on both.
So the streams on both works because he's sending out full HD and is encoding using using 264 using NVENC.
Oh, okay.
You cannot currently, from a single instance of OBS, send AV1 and X264 content at the same time. So what he's using right now is he's got Restream running, which is a utility that lets you send it's a utility that lets you send to Twitch and YouTube and and Twitter and Instagram Live all the same content at the same settings without having to send it separately to each platform.
Oh, okay.
There is an argument for using multiple instances of OBS to do it, and you can do that. I don't think it's what he's doing though, because the way to do that is you basically set up your main scene, your main OBS, with your whole setup and everything like that, but you run the virtual camera output at 1440p, and you have that one run, or 4K, whatever you're running at. You have that one streamed to YouTube, and then you run a separate client, which is just rebroadcasting the virtual camera that you've got as its only panel, and you set that one to downscale using Bicubic to then encode to H.264 for Twitch.
Oh, dang.
So that is the way to get the most quality possible out of it. I don't know of anyone who's doing that, but that is like the way to do it apparently. But the benefit of Restream is that it only takes like the bandwidth it's using is only like consumed once. Whereas, for example, if I wanted to output to Twitch at 15 megabits, and so output to YouTube at 15 megabits, and then output to Twitch at another 6 megabits, I'm using 21,000. So I'm using 21 megabits of output.
Oh. Yeah. Oops.
So, I mean, it's doable. It's totally doable, but yeah, it makes it a little bit more complicated.
Doesn't look buttery smooth though.
It really does. Like it definitely This encoder method definitely works a bit better. I've also just improved the encoder quality, so it should have picked up a noticeable but not easily noticeable amount of quality since I started.
Well, my kbps went up to 93,000.
Oh, very impressive. All of the bitrate.
I think it's just measuring what I have available
Yeah, probably.
because it's showing network activity also, and just at pulses I'll get a 1 meg download real quick.
Yeah, so from what I can understand, the way that YouTube does it is by using its buffer, it sends you chunks of frames rather than every frame. Like here's a keyframe with all the frames after it. Here's another keyframe with all the frames after it. Or maybe here's 2 keyframes with all the variables after them. It's an interesting challenge. Either way, I'm just super pleased that I've managed to make YouTube work for me after I've been putting it off for about 3 years.
Looks good.
Pretty pleased with it. I'll pull it up on my phone while I'm be right back.
Okay.
Alright, sorry. Yeah, I just had a quick look at it on my phone. It does seem to work really well. I'm super pleased with that. Probably pull it
Yeah,
up on my TV because that gives me a 4K video.
I sent you the differences between my 2 monitors. You can see the color variant that they're emulating.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it just blows it out to try to give you that sort of perceived HDR look.
Yeah. I don't see it as bright as that. The
Okay.
screenshot's not doing it justice, but yeah.
Well, my encoding PC, I've got the monitor set to SDR just so that I can see what's actually being sent out.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Probably a good thing, because you could be, like when I first tried streaming in HDR, it was just blowing out
Yep,
color.
that'll happen.
Twitch does not do an auto whatever Google Chrome's trying to do right here. I can move you between main monitor, other monitor. I don't get a difference.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you look at the sun, it's like if I'm in the game looking at it. So
Wow.
I'm just like, it's bright.
It is a bit bright, just a touch. But you can definitely also see how much more load it's placing on my GPU when I'm doing that, because the like the lighting is vastly different in HDR mode.
Yeah.
It's doing a lot more like high contrast shadows and stuff. So I don't think it's just doing
Yeah, like if you go
HDR
slip
color
through the
spaces.
clouds,
Yeah,
if you and then just, I don't know if you're running high for clouds right now. But
I am.
Man, it is just like insane,
yeah. I'm running the
especially when
the
you're
new
looking, going
photo
towards, like,
mode.
the horizon. Oh yeah. You're in a photo mode and you're at 60 or 44 when you're on the planet.
Briefly, yeah.
I'm jealous.
Needs more overclocking.
Oh, okay. You came to Lorville. Now I see you. Now you're 10.
It recovered to 30 when I'm not inside my cockpit. So I think there's
Yeah.
something to do with the layers
lag.
and the renderers and the filters and stuff that they're doing inside the cockpit that's massively impacting my frame rate.
That's doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I
that
have a
is-
feeling the shaking of the ships and atmosphere is just a version 0.00 of their new atmospherics.
Wait, my HDR's turned itself off. Why is my HDR
did
turn
it?
itself off?
Oh,
I need to turn it back on. But it's gonna quit the game when I do so. Oh, I know why it turned off, because I was testing Vulkan yesterday evening. And that turns HDR off, I believe. Anyway, just me breaking everything.
okay. It doesn't require you to restart the game
Doesn't
for
it?
HDR, but no.
I'm sure this will be
You'll
flawless.
see,
There's
like-
going to be no issues at all.
You'll see your screen flicker and then it's on.
Oh, Stream appears to have compensated for it.
Oh, I saw the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah. There's a lot more like color depth to between the light parts of the ship and the like the ones with lights affecting them and the parts that aren't. Neat.
Wow. I can see kind of the reflections off the clouds a little bit that you're flying through.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just has that glow. The glow around your ship.
Ship had a glow up. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not in a place where it's during the day. I just need to set a keybind to cycle modes. Have it set. Quantum.
You're scanning.
Interesting. This is keeping me very happy. When there's not much change going on, you can definitely the encoder actually runs great.
Yeah.
gamepad down here? I can't remember on this one.
I think it's in the inner ring. Could be wrong.
That's one. Come on. Gear go down. Speed go. Seriously, game? Sorry. That looks absurd.
Haven't caught up yet.
I think I need to restart it so it is using a different mode.
Eyes.
That one didn't work.
Yeah, it's definitely bright.
There's some eyeball searing going on there.
I can see the shininess off your armor when you pull your hand up.
I'm gonna see if I can end this one. I'll start another one.